But also there's this narrative, Tren de Aragua, crime is on the loose and the Venezuelan government is behind it. And there were rumblings that never really took off, but we need to pay attention to them, of also adding Venezuela to the list of state sponsors of terrorism. So if the US wants to create this idea that, the Tren de Aragua is a terrorist organization, never mind the evidence or the actual reach that they have. And if now they can say that the Venezuelan government is directly behind it, then they will, if they need to and if they actually feel it's necessary, be able to create a case that Venezuela is sponsoring terrorism inside the United States, and that can be used to exert even more collective punishment against Venezuela. I don't think it's on the cards right now. I don't think anyone has connected these dots, but I think it's there.
I think you're onto something there. Why do I say that? Because as soon as the actual order comes out, sort of the secondary order to the executive order around foreign terrorist organizations, what does the US shadow president Elon Musk tweet out? That means they're eligible for drone strikes. So we're talking about giving legal cover to extraterritorial, illegal military actions against perceived enemies or even governments that are uncomfortable for the United States. I think you're onto something to say, well, these gangs, this Tren de Aragua is sponsored by the Venezuelan government. Therefore, there are also, as a result, legitimate targets under the framework of U.S. anti-terror law. To go back to that, to specifically, in the fallout of 9/11, 2001 in the United States, a whole series of laws that we warned at the time were going to severely curtail civil liberties and open up the possibility for hostile actions against other states. These laws were passed, and they're very powerful. Basically, according to U.S. interpretation, of course, it doesn't respect international law, but according to the U.S. interpretation of its own constitution, these laws give them cover to engage in these direct interventions. Then it's a terrorist organization, and you're the sponsors of terrorism in Venezuela, so, a drone strike on your facilities or on individuals is legitimate.